Wednesday night baseball now from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the rubber match of this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Bryce and Adrian, two great pure hitters, next on the show. Carlos Frias, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than one. What that means, he's allowing less than one base runner per inning. Outstanding.
Ben Revere heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Ben Revere.
On the ground to the left side. Turner's got it. Throw on to first. In time, one away. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I'm definitely excited to see the werewolf, Jason Worth, take the field. His on-base percentage is over 400 the last 10 ball games. He's done an excellent job of finding ways to contribute, getting on base, and setting up the guys behind him for run-scoring opportunities.
Anthony Rendon will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further.
That's a ball.
They put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, there is some feeling that Jansen can struggle occasionally with pitches on the corners. I've seen both hitters and pitchers be confused by his calls on the black at times, so we'll see if that shows up in this one.
3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he finally gets this one over for strike one.
Yeah, that finds his zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Bases are empty, one man out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Peterson. And he makes the catch for the second out. And with that, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as well as anybody in all of baseball. Makes pitching a lot easier.
Bryce Harper steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone in order, and now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Tanner Roark, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. So he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Chase Utley comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Chase Utley.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And after the loss in the opener of the series, that was a much-needed win yesterday. So they can look to win this series and take 2 out of 3 if they can just take care of business here.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Corey Seager will stand in now, and as you can see here, he enters play 4th in the National League in round trippers.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs, so not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Not close. It's 2-0.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers. But he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
1 out, nobody on. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball. But even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Justin Turner will be next. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Justin Turner will stand in, and as you take a look at the splits there, he's actually a better hitter against right-handed pitching this season. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Drew for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Dodgers are turned away their first time around. On to the second now from Los Angeles. No score here on the show. Jason Worth will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
Grounded back up the middle. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed by Zimmerman as he set down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 9 homers and 30 RBIs. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Danny Espinoza will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
Into the seats, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Adrian Gonzalez will stand in now, and as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far.
Adrian Gonzalez.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it, Revere. 1 out. With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Trace Thompson will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitters count, 2-0.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Espinosa's up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Jock Peterson will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
And that's in there for strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. We'll move to the third with no score. Stephen Drew is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Second baseman, Stephen Drew.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
0-1 count, and the pitch. And it's quickly 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Striding into the box, Tanner Roark. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded down the third baseline. Backhanded. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
Washington, center fielder, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Thompson is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Yasmani Grandal will lead things off here for LA, but don't go too far. Yasiel Puig set to bat next.
Yasmani Grandal.
Into the windup and the pitch. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, not close on either of these first two pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
3-1, here it is. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Yeah, that's nice to see a little patience up there. These guys have been what I would call overly aggressive these first few innings. Finally, somebody's figured out the importance of maybe taking a pitch or two.
Yasiel Puig digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Tap foul at home plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, not a real good effort there. That pitch was never going to be a strike.
Ready on 1-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Oh, just an excellent sequence on the mound that time, and we're going to run you right back through it right here on Showtime. Now you're going to notice as the dots come up, the trend, pretty evident. Everything's going to be down around the knees or lower. Now the more you can stay out of any guy's wheelhouse, the better off you're going to be, and it worked perfectly right here.
Standing in now, Carlos Frias. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but hey, he gets the job done.
In is the second baseman, Chase Utley. And this one's in the dirt, but fortunately here, no advance. Now the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And they'll try to get Utley to chase, but he holds off. It's 1-2.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
One and 2, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So Now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Anthony Rendon will start things off here for Washington with Bryce Harper on deck due to hit second.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Puig coming on. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Yeah, no hesitation there as we train our camera directly on him. Once this gets down the line, he's thinking two right out of the box, and he's able to beat the throw into second and leg out a double.
Here's Jason Worth. She'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a liner. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Long throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
He's safe.
Well, he's been doing a really good job of working corner to corner, but this is one of the first pitches we've seen that kind of found the middle of the plate, and it's going to cost him a run as this will wind up being an RBI double.
Ryan Zimmerman is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
First offering on its way. To short, hit hard. To his right, Seager. Throw on to first, takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Wilson Ramos is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Hit to short. Seager over to his left. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Nationals get one on the Jason Worth double. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 1-0 Washington. Corey Seager is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first by Drew, and that's out number one.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Justin Turner will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. No runs, just one hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A great pitch there, as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Here's Adrian now. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there, as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Drew's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. It remains 1-0. Danny Espinoza heads for the box to start off the fifth
Leading
in
off
this
for the
one.
Nationals, shortstop, Danny Espinosa.
And a high strike there, 0-1. There's his total now, just into his fifth inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Skied into straightaway right. Puig is there. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Into the box now, Stephen Drew. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And there's a swing and a miss by Drew as they've got him 0-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Peterson has a beat on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
And if these guys want to keep hitting fly balls, I think he'll be happy with that. Especially when it's the guys down near the bottom of the lineup.
Tanner Roark stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order, but they're up 1-0. Trace Thompson will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth.
Leading
and
off
you get
for the
the sense,
Dodgers,
Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Thompson.
They pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
No strike.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Ground ball left side. Fielded by Rendon. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning. And maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Jock Peterson comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, and it seems like you kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And that right there, that's why these guys only have 1 hit. He's had them chasing at shadows this entire ball game.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Hit to first. Espinosa. Back to first, and great work by the pitcher hustling over to cover as he takes the throw for the 3-6-1 double play.
Sharply hit here, but right at the first baseman coming off the bag. So he gets the ball rolling as they pull off the nice 3-6-1 double play.
Settling in now, Yasmani Grandal, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Dodgers are back even now at 1 apiece.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
And now is Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig.
As they look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. Now that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Revere going back. Out of here. Back-to-back home runs, and they've taken the lead. A solo home run off the bat of Yasiel Puig. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Dodgers move out in front. It's 2-1.
You expect to maybe run into trouble when you're going after the 3, 4, 5 guys, but you don't expect to serve up back-to-back home runs to the bottom of the order. And this is a deep lineup, 1 through 9. They can strike from anywhere.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Stepping in now, Carlos Frias.
Carlos Frias.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
A little bouncer. Throw in time, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Ben Revere will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
Number 9.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. In there, strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Anthony Rendon will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. that is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Smoked on the ground, left side. Seager on the grass. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Right, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. Hit on the ground to short. Utley for one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Nothing doing for Washington. They still trail it here, 2-1. Chase Utley will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Grounded to the right, fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. See his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Corey Seager will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Now the pitch. Right side. Drew showing off his range. Throw gets him 2 down.
The batter.
Well, he's allowed just 2 runs to this point. Both of them coming on solo homers. Things could be much different now if those had come with guys on base, but as it is, this has been a pretty good outing.
Justin Turner stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now here's the pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging in the dirt. Ramos gathers it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 7th inning coming up. Dodgers lead this one 2-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Jason Worth will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
And you know,
First
he
baseman,
really doesn't have to throw
Ryan
that changeup
Zimmerman.
all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Stepping in, Ryan Zimmerman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Thompson on the move. And that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher,
You know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Wilson Ramos will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-1. Adrian Gonzalez steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Inside and low, 2-1. Hit high and deep toward the corner and right. On the move is Harper. 1 down.
Now batting.
Yeah,
Left
Take a
fielder,
couple of home run balls out of the equation.
Thompson.
He really hasn't pitched all that badly. Good start to the inning here.
Trace Thompson steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And now a pitch on the way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
Nope. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply toward third. And a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. Throw won't get him.
Well, we're going to show you this again in slow motion. He does everything he can down there at third base. This is a great effort just to get rid of the ball, but the throw's just too late to get his man at first.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Pitch out. Nothing doing. 1-1. Here it comes. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. Look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. On his way to pitch number 75. On the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
Check this out on Showtrack. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
This is line to left. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the runner from second is in to score. And a relay home, and not in time as the 2nd run scores.
Yeah, I'd like to see this again because, to me, that's a ball he should have. Yeah, I mean, he's right there. He just bands on it. That's going to wind up costing him 2 runs.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Not an altogether bad performance here, 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. Oliver
attention,
Perez
please.
will come
Now
on in
pitching for
relief here and
Washington,
appear in game number 25
46,
on the year so
Oliver
far.
Perez.
Carlos Frias will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Hit out towards second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. LA's on top, 4-1. Leading off the inning, Danny Espinoza.
Leading
As
off
they'll
for the
look to
Nationals.
get something going here and even
Shortstop.
this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game because right now they just seem out of it.
And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th.
One of the first
batter, number
times
10,
tonight that they've had their
second
leadoff
baseman,
man on base.
Stephen
Now they've got to find a
Drew.
way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Stephen Drew will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
0-1, here it comes. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Well, it probably wasn't the
pitcher,
way
number
he wanted to
46,
move the guy into scoring
Oliver
position, but it's
Perez.
going to have to do, and he's going to get that man up to second base now with 1 away.
Your
Daniel
attention,
Murphy
please.
is going to get a chance to
Pitching
swing the
for the
bat
pitcher,
here, as
Perez.
that's going to be all for
Number
Perez
20.
in this one.
Daniel Murphy.
And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
Center fielder number 9, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Pedro Baez will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are two on with only one away.
Pedro Baez.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Inside with the fastball, it's 1-0.
And this is a spot where the Nats have had their share of trouble. They have to have someone come through here.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. In there, and it's even at 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. 4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the two starters. Anthony Rendon will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's ready now. The pitch. Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Felipe Rivera is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
73, Felipe Rivera.
Chase Utley leads it off for the boys in
Leading
blue
off
here
for
in the
the
8th at Dodger Stadium.
Second baseman, Chase Utley.
A little party there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And they'll try to get Utley to chase, but he holds off. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And another foul ball. And this is swung on and missed by Utley as he's retired for out number 1.
That was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches, but in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
Here's Corey Seager. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. High in the air and deep to left center field. Worth going back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Now batting.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his second hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. And you can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Into the box, Justin Turner, as he'll take a look at ball one. Chopped foul right at home plate. One out and a runner on second base. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Working away pretty much exclusively here so far.
And I don't think they're doing it to set up anything on the inside part of the plate. I doubt they're going to give him anything to pull.
2-1, here it is. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. To the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. A strong throw back in by Harper, and that will hold the runner at third base.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through. A base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Make it 5-1.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal here. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now, and that will be awfully tough to overcome this late in the ballgame.
Trace Thompson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Set. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. This is blistered into right center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is back control at its finest right there.
Now
Sean Kelly will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
One-0 count. Here it is. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Tapper right back to the mound. He'll come home with it to get the force at the plate. Turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Another look as they go home to first to get out of a tight spot. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Back in the entertainment capital of the world with baseball on the show. Thanks for joining us as we're set for what remains in this one. J.P. Howell will come on now, hoping to wrap this one up here in the top of the ninth.
J.P. Howell.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Bryce Harper. They'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. So to get the matchup they wanted here, lefty on lefty, but it's worth noting there are two right-handers to follow.
And you've got a right-hander going in the bullpen as we speak, so this could be a one-batter outing.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
How about it?
A reminder to stick around after the ball game ends tonight. We'll have full highlights from this evening's contest right here on the show. Jason Worth will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The 0-2 delivery. Swinging a ball line hard towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now, story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit to third. Gloved by Turner. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing, no doubt. You see the numbers there, 7 1/3 strong innings. He really put him in a good position to win this ball game.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 5-1. Good night from Los Angeles.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes